And now, talking about how companies of all sizes adopt digital transformation in their workforce and in their regular activities, we've got Aseem Tamboli from Deskera talking about Deskera, which is a unique ERP for SMEs. Aseem, over to you.
Thank you, Aseem. It's a great audience here. I think kudos to all of you all to have weathered the actual weather and come be here in this thing. I'm really proud to be a part of this session here. And I thank Diego, SN, and Jotil to make this possible for us as well. I don't know where you took the picture from, but yeah, that's me. I'm here to speak about Deskera. I represent Deskera as a director for India, and I've been told to keep this crisp, so I said, I'll try. What I'll cover is very shortly, I'll cover what Deskera is all about. We have a unique partner program, which I'm not going to cover in the depth right now. We have a booth outside, so if partners are interested, we can meet one-to-one for that session. And this will also cover as to what we do as when we are promising to work together. So we were founded in 2008, and as you can see, it's a little blurry, but as we grew, we became one of those very emerging companies, and as and when we grew, we started getting awarded for being what we are. In 2003, we got approved by the Singapore CPA board, and as we go right now, they are the people who recommend Deskera to each of the companies who get registered there. Latest, we've had about awards from Frost & Sullivan. We've had multiple awards from various different organizations for being one of the fastest growing enterprise in Singapore. We've started operations in India in 2018 with Ingram Micro as an exclusive distributor for us, and we've grown from there. But right now is the time for us to really jumpstart that growth into something really wonderful. This is our presence across the globe. As you can see, since we are a Singapore company, we are much more present in the Southeast Asia market. We have offices in Dubai, we have offices in the US as well. And in India, we have an main office in Pune, where we have about a 250-seater production plus support team. We have a presence in Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Delhi, and Jaipur. And we will be soon having presence in Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Chennai as well. So what's it about Deskera that I want to talk to you about? So yes, like SN introduced us, we are ERP providers, but we are just not ERP providers. We are basically a complete suite of products that any business needs for their processes, and we're available for all these products on the cloud. So what's very different about us and any other company is that we have all of this as a complete suite of products to a customer. So it's like you go to a restaurant and you want to order, you always torn between whether you want to go for a la carte or you want to go for a buffet, and you end up buying a la carte, but then you're not very happy with what you've bought or what you've had because it doesn't agree with your stomach or whatever. So similar is the situation with us as well. We are offering a complete suite to a customer, which actually helps him ease his process. Typical customer, when he wants to get into an ERP, talks with an ERP vendor, ends up about 5 or 6 months trying to implement ERP, and then realizes that he also requires CRM, which is where he talks to the same vendor or some other vendor, and either it's available with the same vendor or it's not. So he probably talks to the next vendor who gives him something else. So again, 6 months go by in terms of implementing that. So like that, any customer has multiple systems working for him, which are piecemeal, which don't talk to each other. So has the owner not only spend a lot of money and time to implement all the automation, but is also not getting the results out of that. And what I want to say, I'll explain with a short video, which can be played now.
We get it. Running your business used to be simple, but as it's grown, keeping track of things has become quite a challenge. So, you've got yourself an accounting system, and then a CRM software, and an HR software, some project management software, and any number of Excel reports to try and keep things under control. This worked for a while, but now you've got a new problem. The data doesn't synchronize together because they're incompatible with each other. Your staff end up duplicating work by manually updating each system separately. All that productivity and efficiency you hope to gain by implementing these fixes has been offset by the manpower costs of keeping them going. With so many different systems, logins, and procedures, your staff are finding it hard to juggle all the different applications. In order to run efficiently, your teams need an up-to-date business information system so they can make informed decisions. Data silos impact decision-making, which in turn affects cash flow decisions, new investment opportunities, and management. Ultimately, this will have an impact on customer satisfaction, revenue, and profit. You're worried about losing business opportunities, making poorly informed investment decisions, and losing ground to your competitors. But what if there was one suite of integrated applications that worked together, sharing data and communicating with each other? An integrated business application which provides you with deeper business insights, enabling you to make the right decisions. Investing in the right type of integrated business application, which includes ERP, CRM, HRM, and project management, will help your business grow. One way of working that is cheaper, quicker, less labor intensive, that requires very little training, that puts you firmly back in the driving seat of your business. Deskera Integrated Business Solutions, making good business better.
Thank you. So like I said, integrated business suite makes business much better because it helps customers save that much time, that much money, effort, and helps him to adapt to change internally, because at the end of the day, it's the users who are going to be using it and making the business application successful. What kind of customers are we looking at, or what kind of customers would fit in? Any customer who has more than 10 crores of business annual turnover, who has multiple locations for him, for billing locations, who's not looking at a very extensive customization for his entire business application, and who has a requirement from GST perspective. These are the kind of customers that we are looking at. I'll speak very briefly about the differentiators that we have. Like I mentioned, and the video showed, we are a completely fully integrated suite. So a customer, when he buys Deskera, he gets the entire package for him to use. Whether he wants to use now or whether he wants to eventually use later, it's up to the customer. The cost of ownership is something that we are very proud and we very vociferously talk about, because when a customer buys Deskera for his use, it's just the total amount that is paying for us. There's no additional cost of virtual machines, or no additional cost of infrastructure, or any other costs that get hidden costs which are otherwise involved with the rest of the other service providers. All the customer requires is a web browser. That's all. He can just start working on Deskera with using a web browser. The third most important part that we speak about very strongly is the quick deployment. Because of the fact that we have studied various different industries very deeply, we have subject matter experts working on it very deeply. We are aware of the kind of complexities that would arise in any of the organization, and we have already built in those things in the software. So per se, on the code level, there is not much of a changes, or that we do not go for changes on the code level. But there are certain very basic customizations that the customer can do, and we help them doing that with the customer. So these are the differentiators that we have, and we're very proud of them. In terms of where we fit, I think in the entire pyramid, we can fit almost anywhere with either the complete suite or either one of the products. So in the top of the enterprise, large enterprise places where most of them are already either on SAP or Oracle, we can still go to them with an HRMS solution, and we can still talk to the same customers. As we go down with SME and mid-market business, we can actually do the entire suite. These are our customers from that we have acquired over a period of time. You can see a lot of names are here. They might not be using the entire application, but they're using some part of our solution. I was supposed to have played a video after this, but I don't see, there's a lack of time. I'm going to be skipping that right now. I'll speak about the partner program that we have come up for 2019. So this is a partner program. I'm not going to go about details in the program per se, but I'm looking at, or my mandate is to have as many platinum partners around in India through Ingram Micro as I can possibly make. And we have made these different levels. I'm not going to be presenting right now. We can speak off the cuff later on about the entire details of the partner program. But these are our commitments to our partners. What are we talking about? We understand that the diaspora of the partners here are probably not people who have always sold ERP. They're probably masters in security or masters in data or masters in IT. But we would help them understand the product well. We will help them build up their team. All you have to commit to from your end is resources from your end to us, and we will train them enough to be able to go out and actually execute the job. It could be an implementation job or it could be a sales job. We will do that. In the beginning, we will help with hand-holding on the sales demo as well. As I said, we're going to be having people around across the cities, and these are the people who would help partners go and reach out to customers and pitch the product. One point is here, this is basically a lot of partner ecosystem also requires a lot of CRM or ERP themselves, and we're willing to help them implement that, because when you use and when you sell after you use, there's a different kind of confidence that you can show to your customers. It becomes much easier for you to use and then sell the product. So we will definitely help you with that, with a very aggressive pricing and implementation part. So what is it for the partner to sign up for Deskera? Broadly, I can say two things. One is obviously sale of licenses, make money on the licenses, and make money on the integration part. That's where we're looking at developing partners who would be able to do the implementation as well for us. And these are the partners where the revenue would actually come in from the implementation that they do with the customers. So much so that after a certain point of time, you'll start feeling that a license sale is just incidental. It's the implementation part which is going to drive the revenues. So how do we start? We are here for the entire rest of the day. We have a booth outside. We can meet one-to-one, and we can discuss your objectives if you have certain objectives for your organization to sign up. And then eventually we'll talk about the partner program in depth, one-to-one, and then that's the way to go. That's all I have. SN, I believe I finished 2 minutes early.
Thank you, Aseem.
Thank you.